Hi, I'm Eileen, and this is Elegant Beauty with Eileen. So just to let you know, I'm very new to this kind of thing, and I just did a couple of makeup applications, but I didn't turn on the video. You can see I'm like a real technology whiz. Anyway, the first thing I used, because I'll catch you up on this, is I used something called Laura Geller's Spackle. It's a skin perfecting primer, and it's got an SPF of 30. And I really like this because it smooths out and it makes it easier for the makeup to actually go on. And this, I had put this on too, I'm afraid, already, because I didn't turn on the button. Anyway, but I'm going to tell you, we didn't get too far, so don't worry. This is also Laura Geller, and it's a Better Than Block skincare infused serum foundation, and it's just light. That's all I use. It's just called light, and I do believe in shaking. Oh, and it's got an SPF of 50, which is, oh, I'm so protected now. I'm so happy. And so you need to put on an SPF. I don't care if you live in Seattle and it rains all the time. You always need to wear an SPF of at least 30 on your face and neck, on your neck, because the sun rays, they're in full force, whether it's raining or sunny. So you want to use protection for yourself until at least the sun goes down. Another thing I like very much is something called Pray or Pry or something. I have these downward lines, and it's really mostly because I have very small teeth, and I'm actually going through some dental work, which if I have a lisp, that's the reason. And what it does is you put it on right in the little corners of your mouth. And is it a facelift? No, it's not. But it's something. It does something, I guess. I think it does. So I do that. The older I get, the more I think I look like my dad. He had the same it looks better on a man. I don't care what anyone says. But he also had this, but he didn't care. I do. So now, here's another problem. I have a pimple right now. I don't know why I have this pimple. It's under my nose, and it's one of those boil thingies that are hard and ugly and in a terrible spot. Well, every pimple's in a terrible spot, but I don't really get many anymore, given the fact that I am almost 68. You would think that with age comes acne-free skin, but every so often any of us could get a pimple. So I'm going to show you what I use to try to camouflage as much as I can a pimple. And what I'm going to use is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover Camouflage Makeup. It's thick-ish, so you don't want to really put it all over your face unless you mix it with like a moisturizer. but it's very good for things like this. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to dab it right over this little miserable thing on my face. And because it's really the right color for me, what color is it? It's 1N2, creamy vanilla. I guess I'm creamy vanilla. And I do think it's very helpful, and it doesn't really, occasionally I'll have a little bit of like stuff on my nose, like, I don't know, I get like little blotchy, I don't know why. This is what, very white skin is very overrated. Trust me on this. When you're young, you might look like Snow White. When you're old, you don't. Oh, and I have this spot here on my cheek, which I'm being treated for because I was young and stupid at one point in my life. I would bake in the sun with baby oil. I didn't use iodine, thank God, but I did use baby oil. And I would lay there, I would slop my skin with this stuff, and I'd lay on the beach, and I would fry like an egg. And when I say fry like an egg, I'm actually not kidding. I would literally get blisters. And this was all in the pursuit of a tan, that which I would never get in my entire life unless I sprayed it on, because I just don't have the skin for it. And it was only as I got a little older that I understand you are never going to look like your Italian friends. You're just not. They can tan, I cannot. Simple. Get used to it. Anyway, so I used the, did I show you? I used this stuff. I've been using this actually for many years for all kinds of little imperfections, of which I have many. Okay, so the next thing is I got something from this Allure, bag. It was on some thing on the internet where, you got all these things, like samples of things, and it was $10. But then when I found out that they had signed me up for a $30 thing every month, I'm like, I had to get on the phone and start complaining. And you're always better off actually speaking to a human, even if they're in the Philippines, because they will help you. And doing this kind of thing, like complaining about a product or complaining that you got yourself accidentally on a list of things that you get every month, which try to avoid this. Because, if you'd like to experiment with different things, you don't want to be locked into some once a month, parade of product coming in for which you're spending what will turn into a great deal of money. Anyway, I did get this stuff, and it was actually quite nice. Actually, Amazon sells it by itself, so you don't have to go and get some ridiculous thing where you have to spend $30 a month on their products. Try to avoid this. Every company will do it now. Everyone. Do yourself a favor. Don't do it. Decide if you like a product well enough and see how often you actually use it. Don't tie yourself up into one of these. They love it. The companies, It's revenue coming in. For you, not so good. Enough with my sermon. So once again, I'm going to, this is, the color is apricot sorbet. So if you don't like it on your skin, you can eat it. I'm kidding. Sounds good. Sounds delicious. But I'm going to do these little droplets on my skin. I might have to go over that little blotch of mine again. There's a chance, because when I rub it in, you might see that thing I'm trying to get rid of with my dermatologist, which is it's a skin cancer. It is. I mean, I have a number of them. The good news is I don't have the really bad one, like the melanoma, but I do have everything else, and it's all because I would lay in the sun and bake like a chicken. But I haven't done that in a really long time. But your skin has memory. And because of that, you could have not been in the sun for 50 years. And one fine day, little Rumpelstiltskin shows up and says, "I'm here." And you get these skin cancer things that you didn't sign up for, but you kind of did when you were 15. All right, enough. So I'm going to now use something else. It's this Bye Bye Pores. It's a very nice powder, and it's translucent, so really it's for any skin type. And it's kind of like whitish, and it doesn't get stuck in your nasty little wrinkles. Oh, the first place I'm going to try to do this is under my nose with the pimple. Okay. I think I did it. See, and that's the thing. This stuff really does not get caught in your pores. You don't want just any crapo powder, because any kind of heavy crapo powder will stick in your wrinkles and you'll look worse than ever. I mean, you really will. So you need to find and I happen to think this one's very good, and you don't have to worry about a color because there really is no color to it. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go over that blotch. Okay. So, what I do with my blotch coverer. Oh, you know what? Better. I'll use something a little bit lighter on it, a little bit less heavy. And that'll be also Estee Lauder. And it's a really nice, it's called Estee Lauder Double Wear. And it's just a concealer, and it's a very nice one. And in my case, I tend to be cool, my skin type is actually cool. And before you buy makeup, you should try to figure out whether you're a warm or you're a cool, because that will make a lot of difference. So this is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. And it's 2C light medium cool. It says on it cool, and I want cool. And it's kind of important that you get it's not only the right color, but you want to know if you're a warm or you're a cool, or neutral. That's a possibility too, that this way you cover all ends. And I'm going to just very lightly go over this little blotchy. I think I got it. Pretty good. So there. And now I have concluded it's not all my makeup at all. It's just the camouflage part of my makeup. I have plenty more to do here, honey. But for right now, this is quite good. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.